Coach, we talked a lot about
One-word answers. That's all you're getting.
one-word answer for this
I don't
one.
know that
I'm
you're
excited
capable.
on your answer.
I don't think I am.
A lot of the new guys, but we haven't talked much about Damian Jones. So what have just your impressions been of him so far in camp?
I mean, he's been really good. I think there's a skill set there that, has gone a little bit unnoticed from, just watching and what he's been allowed to do. Like, he's a really good passer. You give him the ball at the elbow and he can make the passes to the cutters. Obviously he's really good in pick and roll. He's got, a ton of vertical spacing. He picks up things quickly. He's watching our defensive system. He protects the rim well. So, I mean, he's been a pleasant surprise for sure.
How much do you anticipate Amani being with the NBA team versus the G League team, JB?
I mean, we're still working that out. I think Amani's a special talent. It's going to be a matter of, obviously, opportunity. I would like for him to spend a lot of time with our group because I just feel like there's a lot of people in that locker room that can help guide him in the right way. Obviously, I trust our coaching staff here, but I trust Mike Garrity as well to help him develop and put him in situations to be successful and kind of stretch and test his limits. But I just think there is value to him being around the caliber of people and talent that we have in that locker room.
We've talked at length about the gravity that Max and George bring. How do you feel like that's going to help Isaac out on the offensive end? We know how much he can really cause havoc on cuts.
Well, I think that's it, right? You're just clearing the paint for him to do his thing and be successful. I think one of the, underappreciated or undervalued things that Isaac does is he beats closeouts and makes the next right pass really well. So even when he gets to the paint, now you have that, Max or George or whoever on the backside, like he does a really good job of finding those guys. So people are going to tend to shift themselves towards those shooters and give him, angles. So even when the ball is moved to him, he can attack the paint either for the finish or make the next play also.
I have a yes or no question for you. Other than Ricky, obviously, was everybody able to practice today?
No.
Who wasn't?
It's too late. You said no. You said yes or no. You said yes or no.
Who wasn't?
We gave some recovery days to a couple of guys.
Have you figured out how you're going to handle preseason with who's going to play, who's not going to play, that kind of thing?
Yeah, we are, we're going to try to get as many reps as we can. We will be strategic in the, we've got 20 guys, so we want to get guys, everybody an opportunity to play. We'll do a ramp up, so it'll start with lower minutes and kind of build ourselves up to a higher minutes in our last preseason game. That can always change depending on circumstances, but our plan is to kind of ramp through the preseason. So by that last game, leading into our first real game, guys feel comfortable in the reps and minutes that they'll be getting.
Coach, how do you balance implementing the offensive and defensive things that you want to do this year versus giving some of the young players some looks to see if whether or not they can make the team? How do you balance that?
I think you teach them all, right? And you treat them all the same. We're fortunate enough here that we've got a lot of space and we can use both of our courts so that everybody gets reps to learn and go through the execution and the implementation of things. And then, we have plenty of time to get into scrimmages and those types of things. And then again, the way we'll use and balance the preseason games to give them opportunity to get on the floor against other teams. So, again, fortunate to have this space. Fortunate to have the coaching staff, the size of our coaching staff, so that we can spread out and everybody can still get the same amount of attention.
Going back to the preseason plan, do you anticipate in any of the 4 games guys not playing?
There is a possibility of that. Again, I'm watching, our minutes, I'm watching our bodies, how guys feel, how they respond the next day, and then we'll make decisions based on that.
And I saw you over there talking to Max. What have you learned about Max, the person, not the player, the person, in the early days of training camp?
He's just about the right things. I have so much respect and appreciation for, people who have kind of got it hard earned. Nothing was ever handed to him, and he still figured out a way to make it. And that's his approach every day. And I value that, and I trust in him that he's just going to do the right thing by the team. And especially when it's most difficult and gritty, he's okay with that. That's how he's been successful, is by finding obstacles and running through them. And I think that's, we talk about our guys and having different leadership styles, but everybody having a piece of the team and ownership in it. And I think that's the way that, as a reputation he leads, but then as they watch and see, like guys are going to follow him because he's willing to do those things.
Coach, how important was it for you to have someone like Tristan Thompson, who has championship experience and other experience, be a mentor to some of your younger players? How important is that for you as a coach to have someone like that to be like another sounding board for your younger players?
I mean, it makes my job easier. And again, I've had a relationship with Tristan for a long time now. You know, through our first run here, but even before that, through, you know, mutual acquaintances that he and I have. So I trust Tristan, and that makes it even better. You know, when you have veteran guys who, you know, I don't have to say a word to Tristan, and I know he's going to tell our guys the right thing. I know he's going to talk to them about being committed to winning, being committed to being selfless, being committed to doing all the little things and willing to, you know, do the dirty things and win the scraps, because that's who Tristan is. And that hasn't changed. Like, I'm watching him out here in practice, and he's pushing our guys. You know, he's going after boards and forcing people to hit him and creating contact and those types of things. So, you know, he's just a guy that you can depend on, and, you know, the guys respect him because of all that he's accomplished. But, you know, I respect him, you know, even more because, you know, I know how hard it is to do his job and then have a voice on top of it.
JB, we've talked about Evan so much over the last couple of years. Tristan is calling him young Anthony Davis, right? Buck said HOF, Hall of Fame. You've given him tape of some of the greatest players in NBA history to study. Like, why do you feel like that's not too much for a 22-year-old kid?
It's just who he is, and like the moments don't grow too large for Evan. You know, I know we do heap praise on him, but we have a bunch of behind-the-scene conversations to keep things in perspective. And, you know, we don't allow things to get too grand in our conversations because we know there's steps that can't be skipped in order to get there, right? So you guys, media, ask us these types of questions about, you know, the finished product, but our conversations are fixed on what do you have to do today? What do you do tomorrow, right? How do you help the team today? And then, you know, you go through that process, and we believe in his talent, his skill set, and at the end of the day, you know, that's when he's able to look back. But he doesn't have that, you know, jump ahead mentality. Like, he's in it every single day because he knows he's got work to do, right, before he gets to all those things that we believe he can be.
All right, thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Like to get my kids. I'm telling you.